So KRAVEN the Hunter is a movie that released this year. It's an action sci-fi movie, and it's essentially basically a part of the Sony Spider-Man universe, you know, along with Madam Web, Venom. Honestly, I don't know why they made those movies. And obviously the actor playing, you know, KRAVEN is Aaron. Aaron being the guy that played Kick-Ass. Well, at least for me, that's who I know him for, is Kick-Ass. It was directed by someone called J.C. Chandor. So pretty much the premise of this movie, you got KRAVEN, who's like a ruthless killer in it, killing people left and right. During the movie, in it, you get like a flashback of how he came to get his abilities in it, because obviously KRAVEN has like powers. And the way he got his powers was just so stupid, man. He basically gets wounded in it. Some of the blood from the lion drips inside his like wound. And you have this character called Calypso that gives him like a potion or some serum. And then pretty much after that, I guess his DNA or genes or whatever changes and stuff. So now this guy's actually climbing up walls, doing all this madness in it. I don't know how I feel about that. And you also have characters like his dad in this movie, his brother Demetrius, and as I mentioned before, a character called Calypso, which is a stupid name, by the way. And yeah, from what I've been seeing as well, yeah, a lot of people think this movie is very, very like terrible in it. But I mean, it's not like a great movie in it, but I actually don't think it's that bad, honestly. Like, I think it's alright. Like, if we're starting off with the action, I thought the action was probably like the best part of the movie. The effects look somewhat decent. Like, I didn't really notice really any like bad CGI, honestly, or at least for me anyway. But this movie doesn't necessarily have like a story plot, really. Like, basically KRAVEN's brother gets kidnapped and you have like KRAVEN trying to hunt down the people that, you know, kidnapped his brother. I feel like the problem with this is that the characters in this movie, I just didn't really care about any of them, especially his brother Dimitri. So when you're watching it, it's like you don't really care what's really happening. You're kind of just enjoying the action. At least I was. I can't lie though, I did kind of like KRAVEN. From what I hear in the comics, he's kind of like a very complicated character. He believes he's doing good, but he's technically objectively a bad guy. So very complicated character. I thought Aaron's portrayal was pretty decent, to be fair, you know, the character KRAVEN, so can't really complain in that aspect. But then again, I do believe that they could have hired another actor that probably looked more like KRAVEN, because in the comics he looks a lot more older, more scruffier, if that makes sense. But still, honestly, no complaints, so whatever, man. The visuals, especially with the lion and stuff, where the lion inserts his blood into KRAVEN at the start, yeah, it was bad CGI, I can't lie. It didn't look like a real lion. I think because the action, at least to me, was so good, I feel like the pacing wasn't really much of a big deal for me. The acting was like, lackluster for me, honestly. I feel like apart from Aaron, the rest of the actors I didn't really like feel was that great. The character that plays KRAVEN's dad, he was alright. But I definitely think KRAVEN, played by Aaron, was like the best actor in this film. But if we're going off like the story itself, is really dumb and just stupid, especially when it gets nearer to the end. But really and truly, it really didn't bother me. I was just merely entertained with the action, and that's it. And yeah, this is like the last of the Sony Spider-Man universe. To me, I just find it dumb how they make a universe without Spider-Man in it. It just makes no sense. But yeah, that's it. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you thought about this movie. Honestly, for me, I kind of enjoyed it. I don't understand why people hate it so much, personally. Like, if we're talking about comic adaptations this year, Joker 2 is definitely easily the worst. In a bit.